Hey, it's Matt. Just creating a video, and honestly, a pretty crazy video for me because I don't know if anybody else has done it before, to be honest. I looked on YouTube for about 20 minutes just to see has anybody had a conversation with ChatGPT's web app, just like a regular old conversation with ChatGPT through its voice mode, and I couldn't find it. So, if I'm the first person to have posted this video on YouTube, uh, maybe I'm making history. Maybe it gets lost in the abyss. Who knows? But either way, um, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'm just one of the first people, right? But yeah, I'm gonna just share my screen, pull up the web app, and yeah, just give this a shot. Uh, Here. So as you can see, right, we got ChatGPT pulled up. I'm gonna just click on the audio and hopefully just start having conversation. So let's see. Talking. Yes, I have done this before, I believe. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you? Anything interesting on your mind today?
I'm doing well. I wanted to see, could we kind of have a pod, podcast styled conversation around executive function skills?
Absolutely. That sounds like a great idea. To get started, let's dive into what executive function skills are. Could you explain what they are and why they are important?
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. So for me, executive function skills are essentially all of the skills that we need to have in place in order to identify, plan, and initiate tasks towards accomplishing goals. So that would come around evaluating situations, planning out and identifying goals, planning out steps towards accomplishing those goals, having the setting up your environment and creating the right environment to initiate tasks, and also just evaluating your progress along the way to make sure that you're making the progress that you need to in regards to or in order to accomplish the things that you want to. What about you? What are your thoughts about executive function skills?
That was a great summary. I think of executive function skills as the brain's management system. These skills help us manage time, pay attention, switch focus, plan and organize, and remember details. They are crucial for both academic and everyday life because they allow us to regulate our behaviors and emotions, solve problems, and adapt to new situations. Essentially, they enable us to be effective and efficient in our daily activities. From your experience as a coach, what do you find most challenging for students or clients when it comes to developing or strengthening these skills?
Well, first off, I just want to say that was an amazing explanation. I think this is why having conversations with you now and in the future is going to be an amazing resource for myself, but also everybody else around the world. But when it comes to your question in regards to clients, I would say probably one of the most challenging things is not necessarily identifying the goal or coming up with a plan, but it's really being able to apply themselves towards those plans and initiating the tasks that they need to initiate in order to stay on track and reach the progress that they're looking for. What would you say?
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I completely agree that initiating tasks and staying on track can be some of the toughest parts of executive function. It often involves overcoming procrastination, managing distractions, and maintaining motivation. What strategies do you find most effective in helping your clients get started and keep going with their tasks?
I would say making sure that the task is manageable. So, right, like if they have a plan in place, like is that plan something that they're 1,000% that they can accomplish within the week? that would probably be my go-to, at least for starting. And then, right, if that works, then great, we can keep rolling with it. If it doesn't, maybe pivoting to another idea. But I also too like to get my clients' feedback on what they feel like the best approach is, because right, it's their plan. So, I mean, based on what I said, I mean, do you have any counters, or what are your thoughts in regards to strategies?
I think your approach is spot on. Breaking tasks down into manageable steps is crucial for making progress seem attainable and less overwhelming. Involving clients in the planning process ensures that the plan feels realistic and personalized, which can boost their commitment and motivation. One additional strategy could be incorporating regular check ins or accountability measures. This could be as simple as a quick daily or weekly review of progress, which helps keep them on track and allows for timely adjustments to the plan if needed. Another helpful tactic is to identify and address potential barriers or distractions in advance, creating a more conducive environment for focusing on tasks. What do you think about using accountability partners or tools like apps to track progress? Have you found those to be effective with your clients?
Yeah, I believe having accountability partners is huge. Just kind of how you mentioned, environment is so big when it comes to the progress we make and our ability to stay on track. Also, just to be able to initiate the tasks that we need to, right? Because if we have a very disorganized or an environment that doesn't feel very productive to us, then right, that may create some situations where we may have trouble initiating that task. And right, if you have people around you that's improving the environment, that's motivating you towards taking action on these things, then that's only just going to benefit that environment. But yeah, I'd say right, for me, what is, I guess, like, or yeah, I'm starting to stumble. I'm trying to keep you active. But yeah, I mean, I guess, like, what are your thoughts on that? And then after your response, I'd like to kind of pivot to another question within executive function skills.
I completely agree with you. Having an organized and supportive environment, including accountability partners, can significantly enhance one's ability to initiate and complete tasks. It's amazing how much a positive environment and the right people around you can influence productivity and motivation. What would you like to pivot to next in our conversation about executive function skills?
I kind of wanted you to be a little bit more of the expert in this space, but talk about the science behind executive function skills and how we have them.
Absolutely. I'd love to dive into the science behind executive function skills. These skills are largely managed by the prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain located at the front. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for complex behaviors, decision making, and social behavior. It helps us plan, focus attention, remember instructions, and juggle multiple tasks successfully. Executive function skills develop over time, starting from early childhood and continuing into young adulthood. This development is influenced by both genetic and environmental factors. Positive influences include a stimulating environment, good nutrition, and supportive relationships. Conversely, stress, trauma, and poor health can hinder the development of these skills. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, plays a crucial role here. Through practice and learning, we can strengthen our executive function skills at any age. Activities that challenge the brain, such as puzzles, strategy games, and learning new skills, can enhance these functions. What aspects of the science behind executive function skills are you most curious about or find most relevant to your work?
I actually thought this was a pretty great explanation, so I appreciate that. One thing I guess I was curious about is when it comes to the executive function skills, why is it so important to our psychology?
That's a great question. Executive function skills are crucial to our psychology because they directly impact our ability to manage ourselves and our lives. Here are a few reasons why they're so important. One, self regulation. Executive function skills help us control our impulses, manage emotions, and maintain focus. This self regulation is essential for mental well being and effective functioning in daily life. 2. Goal achievement. These skills allow us to set goals, plan steps to achieve them, and monitor our progress. Without strong executive function skills, it would be challenging to accomplish personal and professional goals. 3. Problem solving. They enable us to analyze situations, think flexibly, and come up with creative solutions. This is crucial for overcoming obstacles and adapting to new circumstances. 4. Social interactions. Good executive function skills help us understand and respond appropriately to social cues, maintain healthy relationships, and manage conflicts effectively. 5. Academic and professional success. These skills are foundational for learning, productivity, and success in school and work. They help us organize tasks, manage time, and follow through with responsibilities. In essence, strong executive function skills contribute to our overall mental health and enable us to navigate life's complexities more effectively. How do you see these aspects playing out in your work with clients?
I think they play out in every way that you described. And yeah, that was a lot there, but that was very informative. And again, I could agree with a majority of those points. You know, yeah. So I think that's going to be it for now. We can pick up this conversation at another time. But again, this was a great conversation. I think it's going to be super informative for people. And I look forward to the next chat.
I'm glad you found the conversation informative. It was great discussing executive function skills with you. I'm looking forward to continuing our conversation next time. Have a fantastic day.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All right. That was crazy, but awesome. But yeah, so let's see what happens moving forward. But that was a pretty fun conversation. Again, a first. Yeah, I'll check YouTube again, but I don't think anybody's made a video like this. So this will be pretty interesting to see how this plays out in the long run. Maybe it's not significant at all, but yeah, that's pretty neat. So yeah, see you guys next time.